Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're okay with this slightly different backdrop, but where I used to sit, the lighting was just too hard and I'm sick of trying. But today I'm really excited because I've been going to a lot of different stores that have their Halloween stuff out, and it's actually for a video that will probably go up maybe 2-3 videos from now because I'm going to a ton of different stores and ranking which one has the best Halloween decor and items overall. But one of the places I want to go to doesn't have Halloween stuff out yet, which is very rude. It's still back to school stuff. And the other one said they were open and weren't, so that video will be posted eventually, but I thought at least today I could show you all of the stuff that I bought so far. And I've also been collecting a few books here and there, so I'm just gonna randomly grab things as I go, and I'm so excited because once I show everything, that means I can finally go ahead and put it all throughout my apartment, so I can't wait. So the first thing is this canvas painting, and this was $25 from Michael's, but Michael's always has 40% off coupons online if you look, so this came out to what, $16, $17? But it is this haunted house, and I don't think this looks cheesy or like little kiddish at all. I think sometimes these canvas paintings, some of the colors can make it look just a little bit childish, but I might just keep this up year round. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but it has a light here, so you can actually, let's see, the lights in the windows turn on. Can you see that? It's so bright in here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but if you look at my previous videos, I have this antique mirror thing. I don't know what it's really called, but I'm just gonna put it there, which is actually right next to me. And I think that will be so nice to have out when I'm sitting, playing video games, watching horror movies alone, to have the little windows on when it's dark in here. I think it'll be nice and cozy, so I can't wait. The next item is a book, and I got this from my local used bookstore. If you're ever on the hunt for books that were really popular, especially a few years ago, I highly recommend going to your local used bookshops and supporting them. The book I picked up just yesterday for $6.95 is A Discovery of Witches. I watched the first couple episodes of the show, so assuming that the book has the same plot, it's about a young woman. I think she's a really young professor, or she's in school. I think it's Oxford in the show, but maybe I'm completely wrong. And she discovers this manuscript. She's a witch, so this manuscript, she kind of like, I don't know how to describe this. I saw one episode months ago. Also vampires, I think there's some romance. I'm hoping this is really just kind of gonna give me, I'm not hoping this is Twilight, but I'm hoping it's gonna give me the vibes that Twilight gave 16-year-old Katie, if you know what I mean. And I'm actually reading this as part of a book club. It's not one I'm running, it's one my friend is running called The Coven. It's a little WhatsApp group, so I don't know why I'm talking about it here. But anyway, if you have recommendations for other witchy books, I'm sure she would appreciate that, so feel free to put them down below. But let me know, do you think I'm gonna like this? Because I'm really looking forward to it. So one of the stores I went to that you all recommended was Dollar Tree, which I've been in Dollar Trees before, but never, I guess, around Halloween time, Halloween season. The first couple things I bought, I'll admit, are regrets, and I don't know what came over me. I think I just had that they're only $1 mind frame. But they have these, they're just called wall decorations. So this is skeletons in a window, and these are huge. They're 72 by 42 inches. And this one that I've already opened is just a graveyard with some skeletons, and it looks like the cemetery I used to live next door when I lived in New Jersey. I don't know what I was anticipating because these were $1. So obviously they're not gonna be fabric, so I think I just wasn't really thinking, but the fabric they are is like that fabric that you would put over a table if you're having like a kid's second birthday. So I was picturing I have this big giant curved wall. I don't know if you can, no you can't see. And I thought it would look cool there, but they're so wrinkled and I don't really know how to, like I can't iron this, it will melt. So let me know if you all have any ideas, because if I can get the wrinkles out, I think it might look okay, but it's just so shiny. I think it is gonna look like I have a plastic tablecloth on the wall, but so I have a feeling, I'll be honest, I might end up just donating those. But the things I am really excited about, and I would highly recommend if you live near a Dollar Tree, going out and getting these. They have these skeleton, let me see if you can see, these skeleton glasses. So they have these for champagne, I got 2 of each, and these for wine. And my friend had tagged me in a while back, I forget what store it's from. It's like Pier 1, Pottery Barn, West Elm, one of those, and they have really fancy. She was like, you would like these, so she tagged me, and they were like this but glass and metal, and it was like $30 for one glass. I'm not in that state of my life right now where I can afford that, so I thought that, you know, even though you can't put these in the dishwasher and, you know, they might break over time, they're only $1 each. They have them in different colors, but I thought the black would look nicest to have out all year round, and I could put them on my little bar cart. So I'll totally just sit, I don't know, they're giving me like Cersei Lannister vibes, so I'm really excited about these. Next, I'll go with the 2 Book of the Month books. As you guys know, I think I've said this in the past, I'm just gonna start showing only the book of the month books that I'm really interested in each month, and so not surprisingly, the two I'm interested in this month are the thriller and mystery novel picks. As always, I'm very upfront. The link I have down below to get one of these for just $5 is an affiliate link, so if you want to use it, go for it. If you don't, that's fine. But the first book, and I've heard, I want to say from one of my favorite podcasts, it's called The Popcast. I think she was talking about this, Jamie from that, and that's The Whisper Man. And The Whisper Man is about a father and his son. His wife has recently passed away, so they moved to a new town to kind of start anew, where years ago there was a serial killer called The Whisper Man who would lure people outside of their homes by like whispering in the window, which who would go outside? That would not make me want to go outside. Maybe he was just doing it to children, I'm not sure. But I've heard that even though he was caught and possibly killed, I'm not sure, that when the father and son moved there, not surprisingly, the Whisper Man, or maybe his copycat, is back. And I've heard this one is so creepy, so I can't wait. And then the other one from Book of the Month I'm really excited about is The Turn of the Key. Now this is written by Ruth Ware. She wrote In a Dark Wood, which I'll be honest, I've heard terrible things about, so I haven't read it. Let me know if you have. And she wrote The Woman in Cabin 10, which was very popular, which I also have not read. So I thought it was finally time for me to read a Ruth Ware book, since she is a really popular mystery thriller author. And this is called The Turn of the Key. The plot actually reminds me a little bit of Lock Every Door, which I just read and reviewed. I'm mainly excited about this, I won't lie, because of the setting. It's set in the Scottish Highlands, which I think is such a fun setting for a mystery thriller novel. But it's about a young woman. I think it takes place maybe from two points of view, because it says right up front when you read the summary that this young woman goes to the Scottish Highlands. There's a seemingly perfect family that she ends up, I think she's nannying for them. And then the other point of view is like she's in jail and one of the kids is dead. It's not a spoiler. It says that up front. I think it's from both points of view, and you're slowly figuring out what unraveled for one of those children to die, because obviously they think the nanny killed the kid. So I think this sounds really fun, again, mainly for the setting. This next item is also from Michaels, and this was originally $20, but then on sale for $11.99. I am so excited about this, and I think that a lot of you guys, I don't know why I'm getting so giddy, but I just think a lot of you guys are really gonna like this, because I have a feeling we all have kind of similar Halloween decor styles. But I also want to be clear, is one reason I try not buy a lot of Halloween stuff is because it just ends up staying in my apartment throughout the year. I never take it down. That one, if you search Halloween apartment on my channel or Halloween decor, you'll see I've done an apartment tour where I show most of my Halloween decorations. But anyway, so I needed a new doormat because I just moved to the Midwest. This is my excuse for buying this. And once the snow and winter season happens, I need a good doormat so I'm not dragging in all the snow and mud into my apartment. But look at it. I am so excited about this. Again, it's really good quality, really thick. I can tell it's gonna really be able to scrub the mud off my shoes. I already have it outside my apartment. Hopefully my neighbors don't mind. Then again, this is staying up year round. But I love this so much. They actually had a bunch of different ones, but that's the one that I'm most happy with. I also would love for Michaels to sponsor me. I've never done a sponsorship, and I know that they're not gonna see this, but that's one company I would totally take a sponsorship from. Going back to books for a second, one horror novel I picked up recently is The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. He's another really popular horror novelist that I have just never read a book by. And now that I'm looking at this, I realized I forgot to check what this is actually about. But it says 7-year-old Wen and his parents Eric and Andrew are vacationing at a remote cabin on a quiet lake in northern New Hampshire. They are more than 2 miles away from their closest neighbors, and on a cloudless summer day, as Wen catches grasshoppers, a stranger unexpectedly appears. And this stranger comes down the road carrying strange, menacing objects. But this stranger who comes up to this young little girl tells her none of what's going to happen is your fault. You haven't done anything wrong, but the three of you will have to make some tough decisions. So I don't know if it's a serial killer who's coming to them, but it sounds horrifying, so really excited. Okay, one of the other items I bought is also from Michaels. I'm sounding like a broken record here, but it's one of their candles. I've clearly, as you've seen, been burning this a lot, and this is their Woodland and Leaves candles. And I'm just gonna be upfront, I love Michaels, but you make some shitty candles. I always get suckered into buying these because they're so cheap. How much is this one? Does it have the price on here? Yeah, so this is $6, but I know they always have a deal where you can get like 3 for $10, which considering how long these burn is a really good deal. I do think this one smells good, but the quality of them just isn't great, but again, they're so cheap. So if you're looking for candles that aren't necessarily gonna fill up your apartment with tons of fragrance, but are more just mood in the background candles that do smell pretty nice and are super cheap, I say go for them. But you know, if you like a Bath & Body Works super fragrant candle, it's not gonna do that for you. One of the other books that I picked up is The Troop by Nick Cutter, and I already read this. This is for the Year of Horror book club, which again, I'll have linked down below. This was, what was it, August book? Yeah. And I'm not going to talk too much about this because I'm sure when I do a wrap up in the future I will, but this is about a scoutmaster and some kids from a troop that go to this deserted island for like a weekend getaway so they can do all their, you know, survival skills training. And a man shows up who's very hungry, and it's super gory and really fun, but again, I'll talk about that in a future video. So the next set, and oh, this is heavy because I bought quite a lot. The next set of items I bought Halloween decor from is TJ Maxx. I have to be very careful because the things in here are fragile. First, I was running low on hand soap, so I got this one that's called, you're not gonna be able to see, Spooky Pumpkin, but this one actually smells really good, and they had a good assortment. So if you're looking for hand soap that's cheaper than say at Bath & Body Works that's, you know, fall themed, I recommend going there. I'm so excited about this next one. I try and not buy a lot of mugs and cups and things like that, but I went kind of ham at TJ Maxx. So first is this mug that I think is so cute. So it has little pumpkins as the handle. It's got some bats, a skull, a tombstone. This was $4.99, hand wash only. Ugh. And even though I drink iced coffee year round, I just thought this was so freaking cute. So I can't wait to just even like set this out and maybe store stuff in, but can't wait. And the next item, I'm really excited to start using both of these, but I only own 2 plates. So I felt actually really justified in buying these. Some of my coworkers, when I would mention that I just don't own a lot of things, they were like, why do you own 2 plates? And I was like, because I'm always alone. But anyway, these were only $4.99 each. I only bought 2. I'm kind of wishing I had bought like a whole set. We'll see. I'm sure they have more if I go back. But I think they look so nice. I don't think they're gonna show up as, well, I guess they're not huge, but they're bigger than any of the plates that I own, which again is not saying much because I own 2. You probably can't read this, but it says Royal Stafford, established 1845, made in England. But they feel really high quality. As much as I love things that are spooky and scary, I'm not really into skulls that much, especially when you see like the glittery decorative skulls that are at a lot of Halloween stores. But something about these, I just think because it's so simplistic and it looks really realistic, I love the kind of Victorian detail along the edges, so I'm so excited to eat spaghetti off of this skull. Okay, and is this the last item? Yes, it's the last thing. The last item is, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, guess where it's from? It's from Michael's. And if you've been watching my videos, you'll actually have already seen this because it's been in the background. I bought this way back in August when they had all their stuff out, but it's this wonderful pillow. I'm forgetting how much this was. I wanna say it was originally $20 and then again 40% off, but maybe it wasn't. But it says the Curiosity Shop, established 1868, rare objects and oddities, all things strange and exotic. And I just think that this is so much fun. If I had to sum up my like Halloween decor aesthetic just in one item, it's this. I love things that kind of blend in with the rest of your apartment and don't feel like they're strictly related to Halloween, and also just things that are kind of like a little bit eccentric, weird, and out there. So I'm really happy about this. So those were all the Halloween items and books I purchased recently. Again, I don't think it'll be my next video because that's gonna be a book review, but I think the video after that will be me going to all the different stores and ranking which one is best. I have a rating scale and everything. I feel very official. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Also, I know I've already asked this on Twitter, but let me know what is your favorite store to go to for Halloween shopping, because again, I still have a couple more to go through, so maybe I missed one of the ones that you guys really like. But again, hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see y'all soon.